Hello everyone and welcome back to Captain of Industry. Well, the game received a pretty big update pretty much today or a day before, and let me tell you, this is another big one. Basically, the main focus of this big update is bridges, which allows us to, well, we no longer have to build land bridges, now we can actually build proper truss bridges or suspension bridges, which will come in handy when it comes to the new map as well, which will feature a big archipelago with, disconnected islands where we have to use bridges to go between the different islands and exploit those resources. Now, in case you're not familiar with the actual game, this is a factory building game with a little bit of a light colony management aspect to it as well. Basically, we have a population to take care of, and that population will require food and goods and everything in between, and they will also work in our factories. So it is a bit of a mix between a factory and a colony building game. Now, a full disclosure is in order. I did receive the original game a couple of years ago from the developers, and once again, a very big thank you goes out to them. Also, I did receive a key for the latest DLC for the trains. Once again, a big thank you goes out to the developers. The other stuff in this big update are basically amphibious vehicles. Now ships no longer have a set path that they will follow to live in, enter the map. Now they have proper pathfinding, so we can build the docks anywhere on the map as long as they have access to the map edge and stuff like that. Now, I didn't play the last big update, which introduced trains, so that is going to be pretty much new for me as well. And that is why you cannot see any trains on this footage that you can see on the screen right now. This is from my previous game, and as I said, I have not played with trains in that game. So as I said, this is going to be pretty much completely new for me. But you know what? Let's not waste any more time and let's just jump into it. Okay then, so which map should we go for? As I've said, we have this new archipelago kind of a map with lots of disconnected islands, so we would have to use lots and lots of bridges to go between them. Or we could go for the Dragon Tail Isle as well, which also has disconnected islands on either end, but also, as you can see, it is a pretty long map, which would make it so that we could take advantage of the trains as well. I think I am starting to lean towards that actually. It would be kind of interesting because with these disconnected islands we can take advantage of the bridges, but also, since I didn't play the last big update, we might as well go for the trains too. Plus the DLC as well, I did play on the Armageddon map in the last series. It is a pretty big map. We have lots of disconnected islands, so I suppose we could revisit it. But you know what, no, it's fine. We did have our field in the last series. I think I will go for the Dragon Tail Isle. As for difficulty, I think I will just go for a pretty standard captain difficulty. We could go for admiral or something even harder than that. Thankfully, we have a pretty in-depth difficulty customization system in this game. But you know what, let's just play it simple. Play on captain difficulty. I will have ore sorting enabled, but other than that, I was thinking maybe we should have research costs lowered. Basically, research is not that big of a resource sink, so I don't know, if we don't have to pay, 10 research or lab equipment instead of we have to pay only 7 or 8, it's not going to be a huge difference, but the faster research speed might be a bit beneficial just for your benefit. Basically, in the last series, we did manage to get to the point where you can launch the rocket. So if you could get to the more interesting technologies sooner, that might not be a bad idea. Yeah, you know what? I think I'll talk myself into it. Let's just play with 25% research. The research alone will be a bit faster, and to offset it, maybe, you know what, yeah, if vehicles run out of fuel, they will not just slow down, they will completely stop. so that will maybe offset the difficulty challenge. Pumps, yeah, pumps, if they run out of groundwater, they will also stop working. And okay, maintenance I will not change. That's a bit much. But other than that, fine. And do we want to increase the consumption of resources for the people? That might not be a bad idea either. 20% increase food and goods consumption. Yeah, you know what? There. We have to build a couple of extra farms and factories to produce the goods for the people, but other than that, it's pretty standard, I think. Okay, to offset the research, I will go with these extra difficulties. Okay then, I think that is fine. As for the name of the island, let's just call it Nova Caledonia, and the game seed doesn't make a huge difference. It will basically just scramble up the world map. Let's go with this one. Doesn't really matter all that much. Okay then, let's go ahead and jump into it. And welcome to Captain of Industry. Alright, first is first, pause the game. And let's take our bearings. So we are starting here in this little valley, right? So we have some sand here that will come in handy in a bit. And what else do we have nearby? We have limestone here. Iron appears to be here. Oh, there's not a lot of coal actually. That might be interesting. And some copper here. Okay, I mean, I suppose we can start digging into this mountain to get a lot of iron apparently. That would be okay. And then we need to make a ramp up here, or, well, I suppose we can build a bridge as well now. And here we can also come down here. Yeah, I think I will just build dirt ramps, that's fine. And we have a big, nice gold deposit right here. Okay. Some extra copper, even more iron, a nice little sandy beach. Okay, we have plenty of resources apparently. Ooh, and some gold. Ooh, plenty of gold actually. Okay then, so let's take a look. Let's get back to our place and let's get started. Thankfully, we have a pretty decent tutorial, or I don't know, it's not really a tutorial system, more like a checklist to get things started. For the proper tutorial, you want to click on these graduation cap icons, and here you have the tutorial messages, and here you can learn the ins and outs of the game if you want to read it. So there, okay then. So first things first, let's start here. So blast furnace, this is where the iron will come from, at least for now. Later the copper and everything else. Well, we have the iron here and the coal here, so I suppose we can set up maybe here, right? Let's just quickly build one of these. Okay, so yeah, blast furnace will go there, and then you know what, let's just build two of them right away. I would like to have it mirrored so we can merge the slag out together and it will come out this way. That's fine. And then now keep the ratios in mind. It says every 1 minute we will have 24 molten iron coming out, and one metal caster can accept 12 per minute. So for one blast furnace we need to build 2 metal casters. And then we hook the molten channel into the casters just like this. That will do. We don't have the different conveyor belts yet, those will come in later, but we will have the slag output merge here and then come out this way, and then we will have the iron ore go on a flat conveyor belt and come out this way. Okay, now there's one more thing missing, and that is a smokestack, because these guys will create pollution, and unless we vent it out, it will not, it will basically block up the entire system. So we have to add this one and this one. So that's fine. And yeah, I think these are good to go. I think I will quickly, I will pause one of them. We only really need one for now. So you don't build just yet. You can build. Okay, so that's one. I will unpause the game so we can start actually constructing. The trucks will come and pick up the building resources and they will get to work. All right, and this guy, the tree harvester, you will have to go out and start looking for trees. Not terraforming forestry. And you. I mean, I suppose we can just get started on cutting down everything. Yeah. Whatever you can find, please start chopping. There, we cannot reach the trees on the side of the mountain, so I will not designate those, that's fine. But it will not work alone. It needs to put the trees somewhere, and well, it will pick up trees here, and it would be easier if we have a couple of trucks assigned to it so they can haul the tree wood away. So there we go. Okay, and until we can sort out the coal mining, we need to make charcoal. So coal maker, this one will turn wood into charcoal. And once again, it will have an exhaust. So smokestack will go right here. Okay, I will just build one. It will not be here for too long, hopefully. Okay then, next up, farm, absolutely. We did increase the food consumption, so I think I will build two right away. Here, yeah. I suspect we will have to move these eventually, but for now this will do. Right, let's just have this one and this one. I will build both of them just in case. Next up, a diesel generator. For now, this one will be our only source of electricity. Hopefully, eventually we can turn this into backup generators once we have a proper coal power plant sorted out. And then waste collection, absolutely. We need to take care of this right now. You can go, yeah, there next to the food warehouse or food market. In fact, build this one right away. One more thing, in this game we have something called Unity right here. This little purple number. We can use this one to basically quick build certain stuff. We still have to pay for the resources, so if we don't have building parts, we cannot build it, but we can take a bit of a load off our trucks, so we can basically magically move the resources where they are needed and quickly build stuff with Unity. Basically, you know, people pitch in, quickly take care of the job for us, and there it is. So now we have the waste, and speaking of waste, we need to make sure that we have somewhere to put it. So if you don't mind, terraforming, dumping designation, and let's set up a small dumping ground here, I guess. Okay, let's make it this tall. And don't forget to build the ramp, because, well, if you don't build the ramp, they will just dump a single layer, and after that they will not be able to dump any higher than that. So let's just build a small ramp. It will be made out of garbage, but that's fine. And if I remember correctly, we can tell the trucks, yeah, okay, until we sort out the incinerators, don't dump dirt, stone and slag, only dump garbage. Or not even the incinerators, the mining towers, so we can, you know, designate where we want to dump what. So there it is. And then what's next? Waste collection, that's sorted. Next up, research labs, absolutely. I think I will start with 2. With the lowered research, the faster research speed, I think that's going to be fine. 1 and 2, sure. And then, you know what? Yeah, let's have 1 extra housing just in case. and I will get to this in a second. And then we have the molten pipe, so the molten channel and the pipes, that's fine. Okay then, so we have finished up some of these startup quests. Iron production is on the way, so now if we collect rewards, we will get extra fuel, some extra building parts, and a couple of extra vehicle parts. Nice. Okay then. Next up, we have the research labs up and running. Let's see what we have. Now, thankfully, this game has a pretty extensive research tree. We will start here and we will have to work through all this. That's a lot. And that's why I like it. Okay then, let's see what we need. We start with a couple of stuff already unlocked. Pipes, settlement waste, basic farming. It's all unlocked. Unlock construction, that's going to be very important. We need to make sure that we can make our own construction materials. And then we need maintenance, extremely important. Trading dock, kind of important. Vehicles, very. Tools, these are just basically the copy, cut, unity tool, that kind of stuff will be important later. The beacons, so we can attract more settlers or refugees. The ship docks repair, so we can, well, repair the ship dock. And then we definitely need to take care of basic concrete, basic diesel. In fact, diesel before concrete. And then copper, synthetic rubber, ramps can wait, but construction too is going to be important. And then the captain's office, and then finish up with these three. After that, you know what, let's just go all the way to Research Lab 1 and let's see what we have. So next up, let's do advanced concrete, no wait, conveyor belts, and then advanced concrete. And then a fuel station, I suppose. Irrigated farms. That would be kind of nice. Veggie farming, absolutely. These can wait. Transport balancing will be important. Conveyor lifts, advanced logistics, settlement water, so we can get extra unity. That's going to be very, very good for us. Then these, and yeah, just finish things up like so, and then go for Research Lab 1. Basically the upgrade of the basic research lab. And as far as I can tell, everything is queued up until then. Okay then, let's get to work. So, we have finished up waste dumping, good, and food production, very good. Thankfully, we start with basic potatoes. This will give us, 9.2 per minute on average. And we need, can I see an average consumption? Not here, maybe in the population stat. Yeah, 1.5 per minute, so we are overproducing right now, but soon we will have a lot more people, so don't get too comfortable. Anyways, construction is good to go. Let's go take a look. I think I will set this one up relatively close to these, so the trucks don't have to go too far. Plus, eventually we will move these. I think I will put, yeah, here. For now, let's just set up, yeah, the usual three. 1, 2, and 3. 1 will be for mechanical parts. Construction parts. Build this one first. There we go. In fact, immediate unity, please. That's done. Great. And now we can start making basic construction parts, which we have 96 only. Yeah, we are using this quite fast. In fact, you know what? Let's just have a couple of extra. One extremely good thing about this game is that you just need to point at a building, press C, and that will create a basically a ghost image that you can place down. Very, very handy. Okay, let's just have 2 more, and just quickly build this, please. Thank you. Okay, next up. Next up, maintenance. Once again, another super important thing. We need to make sure that we maintain our stuff. You can go here for now. I will build a second one, but this one will be left paused for now. In fact, build it, but the building itself will be paused there. Okay, then next up, buildings, trading dock. For now, this is just mostly to finish up the quest, but it will come in handy later, I suppose. This is where we will get our emergency supplies. Yeah, just have it high priority there. Build it ASAP. And construction parts production is done. Good. Next up, storage. Right, I will set up a unit storage. Yeah, right here. This is where we'll pull the iron eventually. In fact, just set it to store iron. Okay, in fact, you know what? Yeah, let's just build these right now. Which we cannot do because we don't have the resources, I suppose. Unity will unpause them, that's fine then. Ooh, it requires 60 to build one of these. Yeah, that's a lot. Anyways, loose storage we don't really need. I mean, I suppose we can put it here so it will put the coal into it immediately, but that's fine. So there it is. Buildings, beacon, absolutely. We need more people, so I will build it here. Yeah. In fact, please build it priority 2. Next, vehicles. Yes, please. Let's just have, well, close to the manufacturing center, I guess. Here. Here. Right, we need a lot of vehicles. Next up, maintenance is done. Good. Terraforming, ore sorting plant, and mine control tower. Yes. I think I will start with... how much scrap do we have left in this one? 700, okay. I think we can go for coal first. So, you will be built right here. How deep this one goes? We do have a little bit of surface deposits here. We might want to skim that one off as well. Okay, for now, you go right here. Edit area and just encompass the deposit more or less. I believe this one has changed since the last time we played. Back then it was a grid designation, not a bit more freeform. Anyways, that will do. Fine. And once we have some excavators, we will assign them to it and they will start excavating. Mining in this game is extremely satisfying. You will see once we get to it. Next up, we can repair the ship dock, but it will require 100 construction parts. It can wait. Alright, and before I forget, once we start mining, we will need to take care of sorting. You can go here, I guess. Yeah, that will do. Just dump the mixed ores into it and it will sort out the different stuff. So let's see, product to store, there we go. Have coal, rocks and dirt. No, not iron. Dirt, please. There we go. Okay, then we don't have advanced logistics unlocked yet, so we cannot tell them to, for example, this tower can only go to this place, but eventually we will. That's fine. Population growth, lovely. Next up, shipyard. Yeah, it can wait, it's fine. And basic diesel. Love to see it. This is where things will start getting a bit more interesting. Okay, where is the oil? Right here, next to the town. Hopefully it's not going to be a big deposit. Hopefully it will deplete it fairly soon, so we can start expanding the town. We will have another one, yeah, right here, so that's fine. And plus we will have oil rigs on the world map eventually. So anyways, for now, what is the ratio again? We will get 20 oil out of one pump jack every minute. One distiller can use 60. Okay, so 3-to-1 ratio. We will need 3 of these. 1, 2, and 3. That will go into one distiller along with some coal as well. Input. You will be... yeah, right here will do. Something like this. And then pipe. So we will need pipe, you will go straight in and you will merge with these pipes right here. There we go. So this one should be a correct ratio. Next up is smokestack there and wastewater, right? Unfortunately, this one will create not just air pollution but water pollution as well. We have to build a liquid dump. We cannot clean the water right now, so unavoidable. Also, we need to make sure that the trucks and the other vehicles can actually pass the pipes. Thankfully, we only have small vehicles right now, so all we need to do is go up, I believe, 2 levels. You know what, let's just go up 3 and that will surely be enough. And then here, go back down, and now we can hook things up. And there. So any trucks can pass through here. I think excavators cannot pass under pipes. Maybe level 4, I'm not sure. But that's fine. They can just go around if they have to. But they will not have to because they will work in their respective mines. Okay, then next up, shipyard, that's still fine. And this one, fluid storage, yes please. We will set up a fluid storage for the diesel. Leave a bit of space in case we need to expand. Yeah, something like this. And just pipe it into it. There we go. Okay, so things are progressing. How are we on construction parts? 50. Yeah, still don't repair, it's fine. Just keep expanding. In fact, what is the biggest limiting factor for these guys? I think it must be iron. Which means we might want to hurry these up. Okay then, finish this one. Level 2. And this one, level 2. Okay then, what's next? We have unlocked rainwater harvesting, which means we must have unlocked, yeah, the brick kiln. Okay, so we can start harvesting limestone, combine it with some coal and water, and that will give us bricks. Basically, cement bricks. Well, here we have limestone. The last time we played, it was dirt. Now it's limestone. I don't mind. Actually, it might make our lives a little bit easier. Okay then, well, I suppose we have to, or... No, it's fine. I think we can just trade for it. In fact, one of the missions is to trade iron for concrete slabs. So, go out onto the map and we have our first trading settlement right here. This is what we can trade for. We can trade away construction parts for food, diesel for coal, And we can trade away iron for concrete slabs. Yes, please. Let's just have 2 there. Okay, collect reward. Lovely. I think at this point we can go full speed. That will be fine. Okay, let's set up a small brick making operation. That is brick, right? Not concrete. Or is it concrete? No, I think concrete's come in slabs. I don't know. Either way, it's fine. You can go here. And what is the water consumption? 6 per minute. And what about the water? I think we need to build it before we can judge. Basically, it will only fill up with water if we have rain. But I think we can make an educated guess based on the average rainfall. Anyways, for now, just do this. If we have to, we can build more, that's fine. What else do we need? This one, it will require a smokestack there. And right, limestone and coal, which means we need to set up coal mining. Alrighty then, vehicles. No, sorry. Terraforming, there we go. Mine control tower. Yeah, you can go here. This one will be for limestone, obviously. And you know what? Might as well set it up for iron too. Yeah, you can go here. And there we go. And you know what? Sure. Make copper as well. We will need this one eventually. You can go here. And don't forget the ore sorting plant. This is for copper. This is for iron. And one more for limestone. Ooh, and we can build over trees now. I vaguely remember seeing this in one of the patch notes, so I'm very happy to see it. Alright, how is this one? This one will be priority 3, just below the iron. Okay, that's fine then. It's done, and we are mainly missing the raw resources, the iron scrap, which should be coming in from here. Ooh, actually it's depleting quite fast now. Okay, after this one, please sort out the iron mining. This one will be priority 4. And then we can take care of the coal. The charcoal will keep us going for a little bit longer, so this one will be priority 6. There, and limestone can wait, it's fine. We can just trade for that one. Next, we have the copper. Right. Basically, it is same as the iron with one extra step. Unfortunately, casting raw copper ore will give us impure copper. We need to purify it with electrolysis. Unfortunately, without acid, it's going to be not a 1-to-1 ratio, so we will lose some copper in the process. But not much we can do about that. For now, set it up here, I guess. In fact, just copy this one there, paste it down. Yeah, here will do. And make sure you are not doing this one. You are going to do this one. Take scrap first. Yeah. In case we have some recycled scrap, take care of it first and then you can go for the raw ores. And there we go. And in these, don't go for molten iron, go for molten copper, please. Okay, copy, no wait, this one and paste it over. Okay, so these are fine now. In fact, here, After you don't have any more scrap, then you can go for more iron ore. Okay, that looks good to me. Alright, please take care of this soon, so we can start making some excavators. In the meantime, we might as well start setting up the actual mining designations. Just do this, just keep mining into the mountain, it's fine. Now as for this one, I see some coal on the surface. We might want to go down straight away. From here. Go down one level. After that we can do a little bit of this. And in the meantime, just keep mining into this one here. I want to see how deep this one goes. On the overlay, it says nothing, so I suspect it's just going to be a small surface deposit. Might not even worth going for it. Anyways, here we will need to make sure that we output the impure copper into a copper electrolysis. This one can accept 24 copper per minute, and we get 12 out of these. Okay, which means we need this one. Yeah, this way will be fine. And this one. Basically here we will split them, and half will go into this one, half will go into this one. We can split them, I believe. We don't need to have the balancers for that. Yes, I think so. Okay, that's fine. Okay, this one is doing okay. Next, crude oil refining. Right, rubber, yes please. Good. Basically, we will need to turn a little bit of diesel into rubber. We don't have sulfur yet, so we will have to just use coal for it. It's fine. Yeah, you can go here for now. There, output. Yeah, output will go into there. We can also set up a loose storage for coal. Once we have the loose conveyor belts, we will hook these up, but for now, just set up for coal. I will set up the import exports later. As for this one, you just hook into the waste pipe. So go there, hop over and merge. And there we go. Okay, so far so good. Can the right, this one also requires coal. Yeah, you know what? This one. You will go here instead, and you will feed both the basic distiller and the rubber maker as well. I think that will be fine. Okay, can we please build this one real quick? Thank you. I want to make sure we have diesel. So there we go. What's next? There we go. We have this one done. Please give me 2 excavators for now. And I suppose maybe... How many trucks do we have right now? Trucks... We have 8. Make 7 more. Sure, have a nice 15, and that's it. Okay, thankfully maintenance is 100%, so we don't need to change that one. Refugees, how are we on space in town? Where can I see the empty rooms? There we go, 240. Okay, we can accept a couple of extra waves of refugees. Message center, that's fine. Buildings, captain's office. I suppose it can wait, but I will build it and it will be paused. It's fine. Also, we might want to have a couple of extra 3 harvesters, but I suppose it can wait. It's fine. Anyways, iron mining is technically good to go. So you have 1 excavator and maybe 2 pickup trucks. And please get to work. And you, please try to focus on iron ore. If you could. There we go. It's not going to be perfect, but the deeper we go into the mountain, the better. And there we go. We have iron ore. It's not very efficient because we are still digging the slopes at the foot of the mountain, but as I said, the deeper we go into it, the purer the deposit will become. Anyways, what's next? Next up, vehicles. We have the ramps, that's fine. I don't really care about these right now. There we go. What's next in research? Conveyor belts. Ooh. We are already past the... Okay, we have unlocked the next tier of construction parts. So if you don't mind, I will build this one here. And instead of making construction parts 1s, start making these construction parts 2s. This one will require construction parts 1s and some electronic parts. By the way, how are we on those? Can we please have those displayed? How do I do this one again? Do I just drag it here? No. How do I add extra stuff to this one? Or maybe need to pin it? I don't remember. Let me just take a look. So, electronic parts. I know we can move the different resources around, so that's fine, but I don't remember how to add these. Electronic parts, I can't drag it on. Well, I'm sure eventually I will figure it out, it's fine. In the meantime, let's just sort this one a little bit. Construction part goes on top, iron and copper goes below, rubber, diesel is also very important. This is the recipe book. Here we can basically check the construction of every single thing in the game. And here... oh, this is it, I believe. Yeah, there we go. Here we can pin the different resources. I am interested in the electronic parts and the mechanical components as well, these. I want to keep an eye on these. They are kind of important for maintenance. Okay then. So this one, this will give us construction parts 2s. Let's just have a couple of extra. Yeah, let's just have the 3 again. That's fine. Anyways, now we have these conveyor belts finally. And we can take this one off the list. Thank you. Alrighty then, flat conveyor belts. You guys will go ahead and do this. There we go. And I believe we need construction parts 2s to build these, and yes we do, and rubber as well, that's fine. Once they are built, we no longer have to rely on trucks to empty out these. You have a nice central point to store the iron. Nice. And that also means we can hook these up as well. That conveyor belts, you will do this, and then this, and then this. Good, and as for the output, yeah, let's just have one more unit storage there and pull them together. There we go. Okay, yeah, this one can build slowly, it's fine. For copper, we have almost 500 still. I do believe we can trade for it, right? Yeah, it's fine. If we start running low and we still don't have this one sorted, we can buy it. Anyways, you are done. And we have one more. Yeah, go for coal. You go in here along with 2 trucks and there. Now, are you going to start digging the small channel, or you going to start digging out the main mountain? Let's take a look. Okay, you will start digging out this little channel. Let's take a look. Yes, there is some coal in it. By the way, please try to focus on coal if you can. Coal, there we go. It tells me that there is actually coal here. In that case, yeah, just mine out something like this. It's fine. Not a lot of coal, but we had to start somewhere. By the way, how's the iron? Oh yeah, a lot better now. Now, every time we take a lot more iron instead of dirt and stone. Good. Okay, then I think we are doing quite alright. Next up, the U-shape conveyor belts. We don't really... I mean, I suppose we can set up the slag storage, but I think it can wait. Once we have the lifts, I will take care of those. For now, it's fine. Where else can I use U-shape conveyor belts? Oh, right here. You will need to start making rubber out of coal, please. And speaking of coal, U-shape conveyor belt, you will move this way. Yeah, trucks don't really need to go in here, so that's fine. And in here, this one will go in there. But let me guess. Yeah, please build this one right now and this one. Make it priority 3. Yeah. We need to empty out the wastewater from this one. Thankfully we have plenty of diesel, but still. Alright, and speaking of diesel, let's set up 1 diesel storage here. So, storage fluid, you will go, yeah, this way. 1 will go into the shipyard, so it can refuel the big ship, and these ones will go into the diesel generators. And there we go. Please store diesel in here and please try to keep it full. How are we on construction parts? 41. You know what? Start repairing, but priority 9. Important, but not the main priority for the time being. Good. Fuel station. I mean, I suppose we can set it up here. Basically, this will make sure that we can assign a couple of trucks to it, and that way excavators no longer have to come here to refuel. The trucks will take the fuel to them. So yeah, it's kind of important. Have this one here, please. Then have a piece of pipe go into it. There we go. Okay, the wastewater is taken care of. Very good. Yeah, please keep making diesel. And speaking of, yeah, keep this one full, please. We need coal in this one, so, you know, we can keep producing what we need. This one, yeah, is only missing the construction parts, which are here. Build at least 1. There we go. Also, I think we might want to build another mechanical parts factory. There we go. Yeah, build it as soon as we are able. It's fine. Not dangerous yet, but still, would be nice if we have a bit of extra. Oh, right. If we are able, please try to keep the shipyard empty. And that is going to be the highest priority. If we have something here that we can use the stuff in the shipyard first. And by the way, how is this one? Yeah, only 24 scrap left. After that, we no longer have free resources. Everything we will have to extract by ourselves. Okay, then do we want to keep this one around? It is eating wood, which we might want to use for construction parts. And now we have this one. Tell you what. As soon as we are done with this little pit, which by the way is... yeah, it was just a small surface deposit of coal. Yeah, after we are done with this one... in fact, you know what? Stop. Just start extracting the actual big deposit. Okay, in that case, I think you can stop now. Okay. Next up, we did unlock irrigated farms. Well, irrigation obviously means we need extra water, which we don't have. I think I will keep these around for now. But wait, stop. Ooh, good thing I remembered. Just in time. Please stop accepting refugees. The town is full. Stop. Yeah, we only have room for 5 more people, so in the meantime, please start building this one, but even lower priority than the repairs there. Priority 10. And by the way, how is this one? Oh, we are still building the ramp. It's fine. Okay, so right now we are making 18.4 potatoes per minute, and we are consuming... oh wait, no, sorry, that's the health impact. What is the actual food consumption? I think we can read it here, right? Surely. Supplies left. 33 times 60. Ah, there we go. Demand 12 potatoes. Okay, so technically speaking, we are still overproducing it. Good. Ore sorting plant is blocked. Right. Now we actually need to start worrying about dumping these kinds of resources. So tell you what. We can start expanding. I suppose let's just start by making these shorelines a little bit more organized. So I believe it is not N. What is the dumping designation shortcut? Terraforming, dumping, Z. You know what? No, just use leveling designations, it's fine. So here, level out this much. A 4x4 is 1 tile or one of these big grids. So yeah, we can do this. I think this one will impact, yeah, it will impact the shipyard. Eventually I would like to move it, but for now it will have to do. And then I suppose we can do this as well. Yeah, that will do. Oh, right. We need to tell this one what to dump. Please dump wastewater. And there we go. Now the fuel is actually done. Okay, collect reward, diesel production there. Next up, build a unit storage for construction parts. Sure. I suppose we can set it up here. Unit storage. Input on this side. The same side as the output of the factories. So there. And this one will be for construction parts. And you know what? Yeah, let's just belt it into it. And there we go. It will be built eventually. Next up, designate a dumping zone for slag. Right. Before I forget, terraforming mine control tower. You will be facing that way, there, and you will be responsible for this area. In this tower, we cannot dump waste. I want to make sure that we burn the waste. I would like to dump rock, dirt, and slag in this one. And there we go. And just build it right now. We should be able to start dumping slag. Yeah, we are already dumping dirt, so that's great. Have we been building up slag all this time? No, it's only 12. Where did we put... Oh, right. We don't make slag with scrap. We are only making slag with raw ores. So there we go. Okay then, so irrigated farm, that's fine. Crushers. This one will be important for the concrete making, which is... There it is. Okay. Well, this one will be, I think, our first relatively complex production chains. It's a little bit too late to get started on that one. We only have about 6 minutes before we hit the 1 hour mark on the recording, so tell you what, let's wait a little bit more. I will do this one in the next episode. That's right, and what is the limiting factor for these guys? Concrete slab, okay. Please buy some more. Which means we might want to finish up these. Okay, this is the next big one. Priority 2, and this one as well, priority 2, and the mining tower priority 2. This one we can finish up real quick. That's fine, and please give me 1 more excavators and maybe 5 more trucks. In fact, you know what? 2 excavators, because we need 1 for the copper as well. Okay, then I will take care of the brick making first, and then I will do the concrete, I think. That's fine. Oh, right, and assembly 2. Assembly 2 is basically twice as fast, but also requires now extra workforce, extra power, more maintenance. Is better, but also more expensive. I think I will hold back a little bit longer. Anyways, this one... No, focus on the concrete production. We need that for the construction parts. Can we dump slag real quick before we say goodbye? Nice, now we can do vegetable farming as well. In that case, I will build 1 more food market right here. And this one will be distributing veggies. And how much was it? 11 something, right? Right now we are eating 12 per minute. So this is more than enough. If we add a little bit of veggies, it's 5.4. Okay, not going to be enough. Wait on it a little bit. Also, if we leave it fallow for a little bit, 9.8 per minute, that's good. That will increase the production a tiny bit. In that case, veggies, 4.8, never mind. Okay. I will leave it there for now. Did I tell the iron to go for scrap first? Yes, I did. I forgot. If we add these conveyor belts, they will disallow trucks to come and pick stuff up. Until we finish up these, please allow trucks to, not import, export. In the meantime, once these are sorted, it's going to be easier. That's fine. Okay, then I think we can say goodbye here. The episode is hitting the 1 hour mark right about now, so yeah, I think we will pick things up in the next episode. For now, all that is left to say is that thank you for watching. If you liked the video, you can leave a like, leave a comment, and maybe subscribe to the channel if you want. If you would like to support me a little bit more, you can do so by clicking the join button and becoming a channel member, which will give you an early and ad-free access to these videos. Once again, thank you for watching and thank you very much for your support. I will see you in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.